Hello there, I'm LovesBuds. Welcome back to F1 2011 Career Mode, and we're here for Season 2, Race 14, Singapore. And this was the scene of my first win last year. After qualifying second on the grid, we got to a good start and we won that race. So hoping to do the same this year. So excellent result for Nico Rosberg last weekend. The two Mercedes dominated and got a 1-2, I believe. Schumacher finishing second, top three for Spuds, and I finished third. So in Drivers' Championship we are first, and Constructors we are also first. So we're leading both championships. We're in a good position to win this season. Reputation goes up to level 20. I don't know how that's particularly calculated, but here we go, race 14 of Season 2. Singapore, F1's night race, and it's at Marina Bay, I believe. So let's have a look at the old laptop, race information. No real changes here. They want qualify on pole and finish first in the race, and for all sessions the weather is light cloud, so no rain expected. So it should be good. No surprises in the race. No nasty surprises. So yes, Marina Bay Street circuit. I've never been a particular fan of this circuit, but I seem to do quite well on it. And here we go for our fastest practice lap. Rosberg is currently in first with 1:38, or 1:30, and Hamilton's just taken that. As we are starting right behind him, he goes fastest. Try not to run into the back of him, so he ends up going in the barriers. That maybe down to the loss of downforce being behind him. Go around his first corners, flip open DRS, use half of my curves on this quite long straight with a kink in it. Our best lap is currently at 1:40 and we're 1/10 up on that. But more crucially, we are 400ths down on Hamilton's time. So not too far behind just as yet. Track still rubbering up, so to speak. Grip quite not there as yet, but it will be when the weekend progresses, and then times will get faster. You gain about 2 seconds or so. So again, on this long straight across the bridge, we're actually down 0.8 of a second. Didn't do very well. It may be because of this traffic that's going on now. It's ruining my time slightly. But this also happens to be our best practice lap, so it may have been down to me crashing or knocking off the wing too many times, so I didn't improve much more. But this is my best of the session. But this isn't where it matters. It matters in qualifying. And there's a slight problem with qualifying, which you will see. So that's 11th so far, yeah, and 11th is where we are in practice. Barrichello's down in 13th. Hamilton goes fastest with a 1:37.9. That's sort of around qualifying times almost. The 1:37s. 1:36 if you're lucky. So yes, your eyes do not deceive you. This is already the race. I accidentally skipped to the race, but let's just say I couldn't take part in qualifying because there was a load of mashed potato in the engine. I don't know, too many spuds. So yes, I didn't actually realise until I got to there. Well, I thought, oh shit. So instead of skipping to qualifying, I accidentally skipped to the race. So therefore, we start last on the grid, which is a huge pain in the arse because we don't have that many laps to get up to the lead, considering these are only 20% races. So there you go, we're busy in 5th, Barrichello's in 13th, and now I am at the back of the grid. This is a strange place for me to be. I don't usually mix in with the HRTs and the full Indias, but let's see what we can do. So, flicking out to Rich straight away to make up some ground. Going straight down the centre, because we've got so much more speed than the rest of these guys. Up with the Force Indias, the Lotuses. Yep, they still are Lotuses this season. And up with Toro Rossos, the Virgins. And anyone else who might be around here. There's a Lotus Renault back here for some reason. Bumping in the back of Massa. Saba's on left. Massa nearly loses it, but he regains control. So we slot right into 10th here. Perez is in front of us here in the Sauber. And just go around the outside of him. Dispatched him quite easily. So now we're up to with Alonso. Going around the corner. Oh, Petrov is taken out by Alonso. And we have a yellow flag for that. So we're up in 8th. Not doing too shabby. Quite surprised Alonso taking out Petrov there. He should really get a penalty for that as we go around the outside of Alonso into the hairpin. There's our rival Webber. He's fallen down to 6th. He lost a place at the start. So first lap going really well. Oh, it's the back of Webber losing part of our front wing. All is happening in this lap. As this engineer said, it's light damage. I got the inside of Webber. I haven't watched this race for a while, so I've just kind of forgotten what was happening. Engineer thought that was great. I crapped myself slightly. Well, so after lap 1 we're up to 6th, as is the way with this game. I know a lot of people say it's unrealistic, and it kind of is, but at least I'm having fun. If you want realism, you have to get something like iRacing or actually do the thing in real life. And seeing as I can't do the thing in real life, I might as well just play this. So, yeah, 6th, we're doing alright. Can't believe Petrov got taken out by Alonso. I didn't even touch the guy, which is quite surprising. As I say, he should have got a penalty for that. Well, I would have got a penalty. Probably. You know what this game's penalty system's like. I hate those chicane corner, that little chicane thing. I don't know what to call it. I don't know if to call it a corner or a chicane. It's so annoying. But so well. I think it's quite dangerous as well, to be honest. But you should really be slow enough to negotiate that safely. Going up the inside of Vettel there, so we're now up to 5th. A little tap on the old barriers, so we're up in behind Schumacher now. So you got McLaren in front of Schumacher, which I think is Hamilton. I assume it would be Button, really. But I don't know. I thought I saw the name Hamilton, but I have to get a closer look at that, because I would have assumed Hamilton was up in front. They're sort of streaming away at the front there. If I don't make a move soon, I'm going to lose the chance to get into the lead here. Yeah, Hamilton's definitely in the lead. That is Button in front of Schumacher there. So, I don't know who's in 2nd. The eagle-eyed amongst you will probably work out that it's someone who started 2nd. Possibly. Or near the front row of the grid. Oh, bit of tap there. I could have lost control, but luckily I held on. Now the traction control is on in this, so it's going to be a little bit easier. So half the acceleration I do coming out these corners is pedal to the metal, so the traction control saves me from spinning. Believe it or believe it not, I actually turned the traction control off in Korea, which I believe is the race after Japan, round 16. So we see how we do on that. Because I don't want to win things too easily. Although the AI difficulty is on Legend, I don't want to be up front all the time and have an easy time. I want to work for my win. Otherwise, it's just not too fun. I kind of hope in F1 2012 that they make it slightly harder to control the car with the assists off. because I don't really, I hate it when people are, and myself, I hate it when we're all posting times that you can't actually achieve in a real Formula 1 car. Because, I know it's a slightly arcadey game, but I would like to have a little bit of realism in the times. Because also in Legend mode, the AI is doing times a lot of the time, especially in the wet, that aren't actually achievable in the real world. So it would be nice if we could just get a bit more realism in the times. And whether that's down to making the cars harder to control, the field being more even, in that you can't just overtake them all on the start. Which is nice for the player to overtake them all at the start, but it does kind of ruin the the real fight of getting through the laps and overtaking them one by one. Let's yeah, we'll only have to wait and see how it goes. We saw the first sort of trailers come out, and a lot of people were disappointed. I mean, they were looking for actual gameplay rather than a trailer, I think. But what can you do? I mean, you can't please everyone, can you? And this new Champions mode, where you have to like have these scenarios where you take on the 6 world champions on the grid. You got your Raikkonen, you got your Schumacher, you got Button, Hamilton. Oh Jesus, Alonso. Who the hell's the other one? My brain's fried. Vettel, of course it was Vettel. I've only just woke up. How could I forget the most recent champion? But yeah, you've got scenarios to take them on. And to be honest, I very much doubt I'd play that. I prefer the real career option. But I suppose it's to get more people involved and get the newer generation interested in F1. But whatever. And they've also condensed the career mode into like 10 races of challenging for people's seats and then taking them throughout the season and then trying to win that season within 10 races. It's a neat idea for people who don't have a lot of time, but to be honest, I don't have a lot of time and I very much prefer the whole season. It's that's very arcadey to do the move through to the seats of someone else's car within one season, one half season at that. And so it's I very much doubt I'll be playing that. I might give it a go, see how it is, but I'm definitely going straight ahead with the do the full seasons and the core game itself. Really, there's plenty of hate going on about that. Come out behind Schumacher in the pit lane, nearly actually tap him in the back, and apparently that's illegal blocking. So I don't know what that's all about. How can I be blocking him if he's in front of me? You know, he shouldn't have been so slow.
Exit now.
But I think that's Schumacher. Yeah, he got out in front. So we're about 10th at the moment. We should come out in 10th.
You're free to rejoin the track. The track is clear.
Not the best pit stop in the world because I had to change my nose.
You have no more scheduled pit stops, so look after your
Going a bit wide on that corner there. Got to remember these are new, fresh tyres that are cold, have to be warmed up over the course of a lap, so I won't be catching him up anytime soon, which is annoying. Vettel's behind us, so I don't think there's too much change going on. Now I just need to concentrate on nailing these laps and getting up there for the podium, if possible. But yeah, my problem with the Champions mode is that it's for this. I don't know what it is, but this current generation, here's my old man speak coming on now. They don't want to work at a game. They just want to have instant gratification. They don't want to work and then get a load of satisfaction. God, I can't speak. They seem to just want, you know, one race done, and then a couple of races, win the championship, and that's it, and never touch the game again. I mean, you know, that does irritate me that people don't have patience to do something, because you get so much of a reward once you've gone through a long time and you win the championship. It's more of a good feeling than just, you know, instant gratification, move on to the next game. Everyone's just got such a short attention span these days. It's it kind of annoys me. But oh well, enough of that old man speak going on there. I say I'm old. I'm only like 23, so I know plenty of people my age who are like that as well. But I just don't understand it. But yeah, game developers doing stuff like that doesn't help. But yeah, I'm sure I'll enjoy F1 2012. I know people won't say they won't buy it because it's not much of an improvement over F1 2011. I mean, basically the game is a condensed, well, not condensed version, but it's got the inclusion of everything good about 2010 and everything good about 2011, so they're trying to balance it up a little bit, so it's a more complete version. I'm sure there will be problems, there may be the odd bug here and there. No one's going to be happy. People never are, but if I enjoy it, that's all I'm looking for. Just watching me go around these corners here. Not bad at all, not bad at all. But yeah, as I say, I'll make sure I enjoy it, and if I enjoy it, that's success for me, even if it's not completely realistic. I'm still going to like the game. I don't really care what anyone else really says about it. I'll make my own opinions. I don't need anyone else telling me what to think about the game. And hopefully we can have a good start to the young drivers test, which should be which is a nice addition. It's nice that they've actually got some sort of tutorial going on this year for new people to the game. Hopefully that will help my friend Jamie out, because we're hopefully looking to do a co-op championship, as long as his internet holds up. He has a very weird internet. If anyone calls his home phone, the internet cuts off and all that sort of thing, so that should be interesting. So we need to make sure that works first before we actually confirm that we're going to do a co-op. But we have all the intentions that we will. And so there should be plenty of F1 content coming up. Oh, a bit of a move there on button. So we move up to 4th. Not bad. All we need to do is catch Schumacher in the last few laps, and we will have a podium finish. And I'm not going to do it if I go wide like that. We've got a DRS on Schumacher. It's not going to help that much. It doesn't tend to help very much at all on this circuit. But yeah. But in the general world of F1, nothing's going on at the moment. We're in the 2-week shutdown. It's mandatory that which either has to start on what was it, Monday the 6th or Monday the 13th. They have to have 14 days, a 2-week shutdown, where everyone's on holiday and everyone has to take a break, no development, no anything going on. Gives everyone a chance to recharge their batteries, have a sort of a summer holiday, and then come back fresh to start again when we go to Spa, which I believe is at the beginning of September. But meanwhile, that's going on, this new track in America, in Austin, Texas, has had its first lap of paving completed. So it's they're running quite tight to the deadline. Oh, through Schumacher, too much going in, but we still hold the position. I think we gave them plenty of time to get past there, but you know, never mind. So up to third, we're on the podium, which is very good. But yeah, apparently last week saw construction crews lay the final piece of the base course and complete the entire first layer of pavement around the 5.5 kilometre track. So yeah, as I say, they're getting really close to the wire, considering the race is in November, I think. It's towards the end of the season. Yes, it's November. Yeah, I really hope they do complete that in time. It looks like they will, so it shouldn't be too much worry. I mean, we saw gameplay of the Austin track, Circuit of the Americas, on the first sort of gameplay videos of F1 2012. I am skeptical of the track. I mean, just well, we have to see when we drive it and see how the real F1 drivers drive it, because everyone who buys the game will be able to drive it before the F1 drivers, which was the case last year with the Indian Grand Prix. So there may be a few F1 drivers out there who like their games, like Hamilton and Sutil, who's not currently F1 at the moment, but he was, and he was a big fan of games. Hamilton likes a bit of online racing, and a few others do as well. May surprise you to know, but yeah. Oh, saying that, Hamilton's brother is actually has been a champion of online racing in a few tournaments, so that's what I heard. Because he's big on online racing, especially in F1 2011. But yeah, a few of them that will probably buy F1 2012 will have the luxury of learning the track of Austin first before they go there. I'm sure they have their simulators as well, but you know, should be interesting to see how they drive that circuit. Hopefully it won't be a boring one, but there's plenty of twists and turns. There's sections of other tracks in there, which is quite disappointing that there isn't sort of more original, but if it works, it works. I'm not going to complain too much. I love seeing F1 cars driving around any track, really. It's the skill and precision of the drivers that I like to watch, more than what circuit it's on. I only just realised I could flick this mixture down to standard. I was pushing all the way, but don't worry, I don't run out of fuel. Kobayashi sets the fastest lap. I've talked quite a bit this video. Already we're on lap 11. We've got one more lap to go, then it's the end of the race. Doesn't look like I'm going to catch Rosberg or Hamilton. I think Hamilton's in the lead. Don't think there's been much change at the front. But to work my way up from last on the grid to third is not too bad of an achievement at all, if I do say so myself. If I wasn't such an idiot to skip qualifying because of the mashed potato in my engine, I probably would have been up there challenging for the win. But it's not too bad. It's not going to hurt our championship at all, because Webber is down in 8th. So we're in an excellent position to win the championship. I maybe could have taken the championship if I had won this race, but we need to do well in Japan, because by the time Japan comes around, I should only be a few points away from winning the championship. So it's looking extremely good, especially to bring Williams their first Drivers' Championship since... ooh, it's been a long time. Probably since Jacques Villeneuve in 1997 was the last time they won a Drivers' Championship. Because ever since then it's been McLaren, Ferrari... anyone else? McLaren 98, 99, Ferrari 2000, 2005, 2006, McLaren again, then it was Brawn in 2009. Oh, then that was actually Renault as well with Alonso, 2005, 2006. So yeah, Williams haven't had one since Jacques Villeneuve, I don't think. But anyway, finished third with the fastest lap of 1:38. Gained 21 positions. Only possible in a game. So 15 points there. Had to work for that one. So McLaren, Mercedes, Williams on the podium. Red Bull's not doing too well. 6th and 8th respectively. Barrichello still out of the points on 12th. Virgin's fallen back a little bit. Not doing as well as they were doing in like Hungary, for example, but not bad showing at all. So there we are, 293 points at the top of the driver standings. Closest rival is Webber. Oh, excuse me, Webber on 170. So time is running out for Webber. It looks likely I'm going to win the championship unless I like crash out every race and don't score any points. So we're feeling confident, we're feeling very good about ourselves, feeling good about the car, and quite confident we can deliver in our second season. So in Constructors we are 308 points, 20 points ahead of Red Bull. Still stood a tight race in the Constructors, so let's try and hold on to that. Anything can still happen. May have failed that objective, but that was down to me. Dad's the mashed potato in my engine. But oh no, that'll teach me to have a spud fest the night before. There's Hamilton celebrating in the background. Nico Rosberg, quite happy as well. Not much celebration for me. Third is third. It should be more of a celebration considering I started right at the back. Thought about winning a title? Of course I have.
Do you think you can realistically land the championship this year?
Of course. It's possible the car performing it is as it is, and the amount of gap I have at the top.
Teams will dominate the podium most seasons, but this race, you've shown them that money isn't everything. A great result for you and the team, but is this a sign of things to come?
Oh, it sure is. I can see it's becoming podium regulars, of course.
It must have crossed your mind that we could see you crowned as Formula One World Champion at the next race. But are you feeling the pressure?
Nah, no pressure. To be honest, I don't really think about that kind of thing. So let's have a look at the old laptop. We've got some emails. 2 emails. Lotus Renault have offered us a contract, and that's quite interesting. Unfortunately, we've only got till Korea to make a decision. So what I'm doing is wait until the end of the season, see what contracts come through, if any better ones come through. So I probably won't be taking the Lotus Renault. 13th podium of the year. But yeah, let's move back to the calendar. Next stop is round 15, Japan at Suzuka, the iconic circuit. I'll see you next time.